I'm here to talk to you a little bit about vegetarian and vegan meal prep. I want to leave you better equipped with how to prepare for a vegan or vegetarian diet and with a few facts on why it is important. My name is Courtney, and I've been a vegan/vegetarian for a little over a year now. And I've had a few blips, but mostly vegan, vegetarian. And let me tell you that it has positively transformed my life, both physically and mentally. So I just want to share some tips and tools on how to prepare for your vegetarian diet. Did you know that an average person, all of the water supply that they use for one whole year of showers only makes 10 hamburgers? So let's think about that for a second. 10 hamburgers for a year worth of showers. For just a 20th of the land and a fraction of the resources, we can make way more plant protein than what 10 hamburgers give in protein. And so I want to let you know how to choose your food properly, how to meal prep, and some easy on-the-go snacks. So we'll just get right into it. We'll start with how to choose your food properly. So it may seem simple, but a grocery list, guys. This is going to help us to stand firm in the grocery store and make sure that we're not getting lost on those impulse buys and just sticking to the list that we had written down. Another helpful tip on how to choose our food properly would be to stick to the outside borders of the grocery store. Typically, all of the healthy food is going to be on the outside borders, and the processed sugars and carbohydrates are going to be in those inner aisles. And then, of course, you got the freezer aisle. You guys know what I'm talking about. We also want to try to, if you can, stick to organic foods. We don't yet know the effect that GMOs have on our body. It's possible that it could cause the mutation of cancer. We don't know that for sure, but what we do know is that it can negatively impact our environment. So for example, if we have a strawberry plant that we have genetically modified to resist frost, right? It's going to be really good for whoever's selling those strawberries. But let's say that that genetic mutation slips into a weed that is living by the strawberries. Now all of a sudden we have a genetically mutated weed, like a super weed, that resists frost, and it ends up causing a lot of problems for local farmers. So let's get right into some meal prep. We've already talked about how to choose our food properly, and I just want to show you guys. I'm just going to get right into it. It is pretty simple, but I've got just one of these containers, and we could chop up some fruit or vegetables and put it in this container and have it easy to pull out of the fridge. So boom, you pull the chopped vegetables out of the fridge, you throw it in a pan, you've got a saute right there. Steam some rice, super easy. And just use a cutting board like this and a chef's knife. You see that I've got my food already from the grocery store, ready to go. Another preparation idea would be for those days that we're craving meat, right? Everybody does. Boom. This tastes just like regular tacos and is a great way to have tacos, but they're not made from regular meat. And so we get to still fill that craving. Another good way to prep would be to make a smoothie like this. It does fit a lot, and so you might not drink it all at once. You could just put it in the fridge and pull it back out when you need it. We can roast some vegetables and put them in freezer bags, pull out the freezer bags, boom, throw the vegetables in the microwave, and have those ready to go. So that leads me into my third and final point, which is that we need to make sure that we have on-the-go snacks ready. This is because it helps us to avoid stopping at fast food restaurants, and it also saves us some money. So I've got here to show you some walnuts. Over here I've got some dried cranberries, some fruit and nut mix, and what I do is I just either put them in a plastic bag like this and have them in my car. or I could use a small Tupperware, which would be even the better option because it's recyclable. And these to-go bars are a great gem as well. They'll just fit in your purse or in your car, and you know, as you're going, if you get hungry, you have them there. So we don't actually have to get our protein from meat. We can get our protein from nuts and legumes, and it satisfies our body's needs just fine. And I encourage everybody to get informed on these facts. We are in the middle of a 6 mass extinction right now, and we haven't seen species die at this rate since the dinosaurs. So we're basically farming all of this land to feed the supply, to feed the demand rather of how much meat people want. Well, what ends up happening when we farm this land is that it gets taken away from these animals that are living in harmony with us. It takes away from their natural habitats, which is the main reason that we're in a 6 mass extinction right now. Here's a few alternatives to soda that I've tried. This one is my favorite. It's called Olipop. It's got strawberry vanilla. It's actually really delicious, but it's got prebiotics, botanicals, and plant fiber, non-GMO, and only 3 grams of sugar. It's kind of like an amazing thing. They spent years trying to figure out how to make a soda that tastes sweet, but that's good for you. So I encourage you guys to try that. And then a Health-Ade kombucha, which is another alternative to soda. It's like nice and bubbly, but it's good for your gut health. And before I wrap this up, I just want to again let everybody know how important it is to stay informed. I encourage you guys to get online and get into a part of your Facebook vegan groups. I, for one, am a part of Fresno Vegans, and they have great recipes on there, and they also give good ideas for restaurants to go to. So you want to be prepared before you go to a restaurant and know that that restaurant is going to have vegan and vegetarian options. There's also veganforums.org, so check that out. And yeah, so let us just make wise decisions when it comes to food, prepare our meals, and make sure that we have snacks on the go. I really hope, for the sake of your own health and for the sake of the environment that we all share, that you start your vegetarian diet today. Thank you.